Hello, welcome or welcome back to From the Peanut Gallery. I know it's been a hot ass minute since I've been on here. Hopefully this year will change, but we shall see how life turns out. I'm gonna go through my planner lineup for 2026. I almost did not buy any new planner this year. Because I really just feel like I haven't been able to be like in the planner world as much as I want to. And I also tried really hard this past year or so to just kind of use what I have in my stash, sticker wise and all of that. So I figured I would do the same thing with my planner stack for 2026, with like one exception. So I guess we can just get right into it. I guess we'll go from like most boring to most fun-ish in terms of functionality. So this is going to be my finance planner, which I need to kind of do a check-in of my finances for the last couple of months of this year because everything's been so crazy, or for 2025. But this will be my finance planner. I'm kind of just using, I didn't use all the pages when I bought a Happy Planner, like budget planner thing. So I had extra pages from that. So that's essentially what I'm going to be using for 2026, is just using the excess pages that I had from that planner to kind of make a second planner out of it. So I'm kind of getting like a 2-for-1 from it. So there's these pages, which I probably won't use, but I'll just kind of leave in here for now to see. I mean, I obviously don't even have the rest of the year here, so those might just disappear. There might be a couple weeks that are a little different because I might have like accidentally set up wrong or something. So as you see, this one starts in February from the year that I was using it, but that's because I used January differently. I think I used this like 2 years ago. So I'm going to obviously like just redate and figure out a different way of using this. Probably, as you can see, it says weekly expenses. So I'll track whatever expenses. I don't do it on a weekly basis. I'll just accumulate them throughout the month here just to kind of track what we are spending. So that's the new thing this year, is I now will be, planning and doing, not planning, but doing finances with my husband. I got married in December. So figuring kind of what I want to do and how I want to manage all of that, but tracking expenses and stuff here. And then that most of them should have like some sort of a note page that I can maybe like do the budgeting and stuff on. I'm not thrilled about having to like make the lines and do the things, but like I've done it before and in the past, so it's not a big deal. But I'll probably use this page. So I probably will even like move this page to the front. And then this way it's like my budget, my monthly budget, and whatever I need to figure out is here on these pages. And then I can track the spending going forward on the back pages. So that's probably something that I'll do. Like this one is a little different, how like there's this take note page, but there's not like the note page. So we'll kind of have to like make it up, or maybe I'll just find like an extra note page or something that I can put in here. Again, this was the beginning of 2024 with me using a new finance planner. So I was kind of using it a little differently and trying to experiment with it. So not everything is going to be like exactly the same. But that's literally like all I have like in terms of this. It's just those pages. So it's a disc bound planner. If I want to make my own pages and add pages into it, I definitely can. There's room to grow on these discs and everything. So that's what I'm doing. These inserts are, like I said, are leftover from a budget planner that I used from the Happy Planner in like 2024. This cover is from Happy Planner, and these discs are probably from either Perfect Prince Co. or Avalon and Ninth, when those reusable like the page protector like sticker organization books were really popular a couple years ago. So that's what those are from. So that's that. Not very exciting, kind of boring, but it is what it is, right? We all gotta figure out our expenses and stuff. The next thing was this planner. I was actually going to use just a notebook for my functional planner this year, just to kind of save on money and use a notebook that I have. But I happened to take some time off and I was home and I get cabin fever. So we randomly went to Burlington because there's a Burlington right next to us that we've never been to, and just wandered around. They're very like TJ Maxx home goods kind of feel. I never knew that. So that's kind of what I was just wandering around. I always check out the planner section with no intention of buying anything. I always just like to see what's out there, what's in the like stores and stuff compared to like, you know, the planner community and the specialty ones that we usually get. And I found this one and I actually kind of really liked it. So not the hugest fan of gold, but whatever. This is kind of cool, but also if I wanted to put a sticker over it, I could. I don't know if I care all that much. This is really just for me to like track important appointments, dates, those types of things. And then this is what I track all of my like things in to fill in my memory keeper. So it does come with this like pocket here, which is really cool. It comes with these stickers, which I'm probably not going to use, but it's like cool that it does that. Very plain, very simple, has the overview, important dates. You can do a year at a glance for 2026 and 27. So if you needed to use those to plan ahead, you could. There's these contact sheets, which I don't deal with or do any of these. I did see someone do something creative with this, but I don't remember what it was anymore. So I'm a little sad I don't remember what that was. This is what the monthly layout looks like. Very plain, very simple, very basic, not a lot of like extra stuff in it. There's like a little note section. You see the calendars here. And then the weekly views are horizontal. I'm not a horizontal planner from what I know and what I've been doing, but this is, you know, it looked plain, it looked simple enough. And what I needed this year and what I was doing this year is I don't want to use any stickers in here. I might use like a highlighter and stuff, but right now I'm just doing pen and paper. I don't even know if I'm going to use dot markers or highlighters or anything of that sort. It's really just for me to put appointments, birthdays, holidays, dates, things that I need to keep track of and do. And then I'm using these lines basically just to track the things that I would in terms of like any important to-dos that I need to do, the books that I'm reading, any movies or shows that we've watched, like the little things like that that I like to put in my memory keeper, but I don't have the time to do that, or I'm not ready to put that in my memory keeper yet. I'm tracking it here for me to then transfer into there, which is what I've done with my functional planner the last years. So that's kind of what I'm using this for. I liked that it had the simple like notes in the in-between. I've already used this to like put my grocery list, to put, you know, my cleaning to-do list. I like bathed Harley and brushed her teeth, so I made sure I put that down so that I could cross it off the list type of thing. There's a little room up here if I want to use that. So I've been really liking the B6 planner that I had been getting, and it was the academic one, because I was able to section out my life and do like appointments and important things up here, and then I think I had like importance and to-dos and like the little things and stuff, which was kind of cool and nice, but I just didn't want to like pay that much for that. Plus I was using like leftover stickers in there, which was a nice way to use them, but it just kind of was too much. Like I kind of feel like this simplicity will be better and hopefully keep me in my memory keeper more than like doing all these other things. And so I liked that extra page that I would get because it was a B6 and it was an academic and a full. I would get that extra page. It was like a week on like 3 to 4 pages, and you'd have that notes page. So that's what I'm going to use like this section for, is like for any of my packing lists and my whatever that I would use that notes page or that extra page for. That's what I would use like these areas. And I just felt like it was better. Anyways, enough chatting along all of that. This planner was $8. It's actually kind of impressive. So we go into December, and after December, and I can kind of show you like what the, okay, not all of them have them. Okay, I think some of them might have like a notes page for like, they may not actually. I don't think they do. I might be lying. Obviously, this planner is very new to me. So they go from the weeks straight into the monthly planner. But in December, right, we hit the last week. Apparently, I made it dirty already, but that's fine. You have a chunk. I don't know how many there are, but like look at this massive chunk of note pages in this planner. So even if I like was out someone and needed to take notes or something, or I like needed a bigger page to take notes on or make a bigger packing list or do whatever, like I have all of these pages to do that, which is absolutely insane. And so yeah, again, I don't know how many pages that is, but that's what it is. And then it comes with this like double-sided like pocket protector as well. So honestly, for an $8 planner, I feel like it's a pretty like, and it's so plain, it's so simple, it's like has like what I need, and I'm just like writing things down. It's not that big of a deal. Like I think this is so cool and so awesome. And I like, because I feel like I go to the TJ Maxx and all those places and I look at their planner sections just to like look to see what's there, and I just like feel like they're always like there's too much stuff in the planner, or it's not plain enough for me, or there's always like just too much happening, or too many trackers, or too many, like it's just not good. So like this felt kind of like a little bit like a gem, which was kind of funny. And then it's ring binding, so I have to like close it. I'm trying to figure out, okay, so it's Designer Papers is who, see, it was $8. It's Designer Papers who made this. So yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. I know it says faithfully yours, so it like kind of has that religion stuff to it, and that's why it says like what, faith over fear on the front. It also comes with this elastic to keep it closed, but that's all it is. Like that's all it says in terms of religion. There's nothing else in there. Like there maybe will be holidays and stuff, but there's nothing else that's in there that goes over that. So sometimes you see the planners that are like this and you're like, oh, the layout's kind of cool, I like it, but then it's like there's scripture written all over it, which is really cool for some people, and if you like that and you want to see that every time you open your planner and everything, but like it's just overwhelming for me to have all of that on there sometimes, and I want a plainer, more simple planner. And if I want to fill it in and write in stuff or add stickers and do whatever, like I want to be the one with that creativity and doing that. So yeah, this is my $8 planner that I'm actually kind of loving, from Burlington. So yeah, that one was exciting. I know I spent a lot of time on that one, so we'll keep it pushing. This is one that I did not spend a dime on either. So if you remember, Print Pression closed, and I kind of went a little crazy with buying some of the sale and the boxes and the things that he was doing as he was clearing out his store. So that's what this is. I bought this when he was like closing stuff out. So I have multiple of these. I can switch out which cover and stuff I want. I think I have like maybe 3 or 4 different in this size. This is the one that I picked. I don't know if I'm gonna stick with the same one all year or not. It's kind of just what I selected. But on the inside, right, this is an old Erin Condren Life Planner from 2020. I got this for free at a planner meetup in San Diego that I went to. I brought it home. I checked to make sure it had all the days, and it did. I was very excited. And so I was like, that's so cool. All I need to do is figure out how I want to bind it and put it together. When I ended up going through my print impression phase, when he was closing and I was buying a ton of different sizes and boxes and things that came with all of this stuff, I was like, perfect. This could be used for that. Now, as you see, this first page has like a ton of holes in it. That's because I have to re-punch all of these pages, because if these were pre-punched or not, I don't know, but this was kind of the whole layout for whatever previous setup this maybe was in. So I have to pre-punch the pages, and I did get a hole puncher so that I can do it. You can see the holes are actually a little smaller than the Erin Condren or pre-made ones. So I have kind of taken out some pages from here that I like won't be using or don't need or what have you. So yeah, this is kind of just it. I might glue these pages together. We'll see. I don't know. I've already kind of started planning. This is like a little bit of my like potential goals vision-ish for 2026. And then there's a note page, and then it goes into January. And then you'll have these pages. If you're familiar with Erin Condren, this looks familiar, and then your vertical setup. So I tend to redate and sticker over all of this anyways, so I'm not upset. I'm not mad about it. I'll just have to figure out ways to cover this up every week. But it's very plain, very simple, very neutral on the inside. And it's taking me a little bit back to my original planner ways, because I've been in a B6 for a couple years. But it's also a little different because I'm used to planning in other like made for our kind of planning planners. So I've bought from Avalon and Ninth, I've bought from OK Plans, like those types of planners. So it'll be interesting to go into like an actual Erin Condren, which I've never had. I don't know if I'm sure they've made some changes over the years. So what I was kind of thinking, what I've been wanting to do, I don't know exactly what or how I'm going to do the monthly pages, because those are always kind of a little difficult for me sometimes. So we'll kind of figure out how and what I want to do with these, but I obviously will just like re-sticker, redate, what have you, and like figure out how I want to fill this in. But I kind of wanted to do, I've never done the currently pages, and I know that all the Happy Planner people and Discbound Happy Planner, with the way that's set up, they do the currently pages. So that was something that I kind of wanted to start doing, and I've been wanting to do for a while. And I feel like with this whole like dashboard page, I'm able to do that. And it kind of maybe motivates me to do that a little bit more, because my other ones were just like note pages, which I could have and should have done it like that, but I just never did. And then maybe I like track my books or something on one side or in a particular area, but I kind of want to like use this hopefully throughout the year. But yeah, it's just a basic Erin Condren. It's just in this thing. I will have to hole punch it every time. I did have to buy a hole puncher for that. I kind of did a little bit of research, and I just kind of have what I got. Like, I don't know, man. You know, I got this Office Meet. It's not actually like, it's kind of cool because it has the different settings, like A5 personal, A6 pocket, mini. Like, you can kind of figure out like what size you might need. But it's not like perfect for, in terms of like when you're setting up, because it also says it like here, where you might need to set this up to change the size. I kind of had to make my own. So I'm hoping that this doesn't move too much so that I can continue to have perfectly lined pages. But we'll see. I also need to get a disc bound punch so that I can do things with that as well. But yeah, I'm kind of excited to do this. I'm like, okay, well, maybe it'd be cute if I did, because I have a ton of washi. I need to use my washi. If I like did like washi down the middle to kind of cover the old hole punches, and then this way when I repunch it, you just see the actual 3 ring like sections here. So I have plans, I have ideas. I'm hoping and trying to be more in my planners this year. Last year was a little bit crazy. I kind of miss filming and doing all of that stuff and posting on Instagram and things. So we shall see. I don't know why this is closing. I think it's user error. But yeah, this should hopefully have room to like grow and chunk up and do its thing, and we'll see how it works. But again, I'm trying to use like the items that I already have, the stickers I have. I am starting to, the stickers I use all the time, needing to refill on that. So we're gonna probably, hopefully buy stickers this year. I'm trying to hopefully jump back in and be in the planner community world again. So thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was maybe a little chatty, a little long. Maybe we'll catch up about things in another video. I don't know, we'll see how I feel, but this is my 2026 lineup. And yeah, I tried to simplify, use what I already have to save some money so that I can spend it on some other things like stickers, and just kind of, you know, not hoard everything all the time. So yeah, that's kind of, I guess, it for now. I probably go on for days with various planner things that I want to talk about, but we'll save those for other days and other videos. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will chat with you guys in the next one.